You're finally ready to buy your first place, but you have no idea how to get started. Here's a how-to guide on how to get the process going and how to partner up with the right people to make your first home purchase go smoothly. You've been saving up your money, you worked through high school, you've been working through college, you're about to finish school, or you've just finished, and now it's time to buy your first place. This is supposed to be a super exciting time. Here's the thing you didn't know was going to happen. Everybody has an opinion, everyone knows someone that you should call, and everyone has their way of doing it. It doesn't matter that they bought their house in 1975 for $27,000, or that they bought their house in 1995 and they paid $300,000 and now it's worth $2.4 million. That part always gets left out. It's a different process now. It doesn't need to be difficult though. And so the point of this video is to talk to you about getting started, how to start the process of buying your first house. The very first step is, in my opinion, is once you've made the decision, you're ready to go learn what the market has and you want to buy a place, start with a mortgage broker. Now, that might sound weird coming from a realtor, but what a mortgage broker is going to do is they're going to help you understand how much of a deposit you're going to need, and they're going to help you understand how much you can actually afford. You can use all the mortgage calculators you want online, and you can calculate the different amounts, but what they often leave out is the real costs. They also leave out expenses that you might not even know to calculate for. A mortgage broker is going to help you with any new initiatives that the government has for first home buyers, as far as tax credits or property transfer tax credits and different incentives. They're also going to help you understand exactly how much you need to save for your down payment. At different times, there's different rules, there's different tests, and there's also different initiatives that will allow for either a lower down payment or ways that you can borrow it interest-free, or ways that you can take it from your RSP. There's lots of different options, and a mortgage broker is going to be an expert in those different options and make sure that you know exactly what is the best fit for you. Once you spoke to your mortgage broker, the next step is going to be understand your budget, understand how much you're going to have saved up for your deposit. Hopefully you've already got that amount saved up. And the next step is going to be reaching out to your realtor. Now, there are obviously a ton of different realtors, even just in the Lower Mainland alone. There's thousands of realtors available. And the best step, or the best bet, is interviewing some. You can start the way that a lot of people start these days is they start by interviewing them by watching their social media. You're going to get a really good sense of how someone is with customers, how they are in front of clients, in front of the camera, by watching their Instagram, their Facebook, their YouTube, their TikTok, and getting a sense of how comfortable they are with people. You're also going to get a sense of how often they're working and how many transactions they're doing by seeing how many times they're doing home inspections, how often they're doing showing videos and walkthroughs, or posting about their sold results, as well as anytime they have accepted offers. Just because someone is busy doesn't mean they're necessarily going to be the greatest fit for you, or if someone isn't busy, it doesn't mean they aren't going to be a great realtor as well. Different realtors have different motivations, but what you can tell from watching their social media is how good of a fit they are for you. Okay, so now you know how much money you're going to spend. Let's say for this example, you have $450,000 total spend available. So you know you can spend that much. Your mortgage broker helped you figure that out, and now you've selected your realtor. Let's say you and I are going to work together. Now the next step is getting that search parameter, that search database built up, and that is going to be my job. And the reason that this is so important is A, not to waste your time, B, not to get you chasing things that aren't realistic. The first discussion, the first meeting should really be centered around what it is you're trying to accomplish with this purchase. If it's something that you're looking to buy and move into with a friend or a relative, and you hope to have it for 5 years, well, that's one way of doing it. If it's something that you hope to purchase and hold forever, then how rentable is it in the future is going to be really important. These are the questions that we're going to go through and we're going to discuss so that we can get a sense of what type of property we should be looking for, where in town and what town we should be looking in, as well as what are some of the must-haves. Obviously, some pretty key ones are going to be that it's rentable, If you want it as an investment property, some buildings do not allow for short-term or Airbnb rentals, while others do. So these are the types of things we're going to want to know. Do you have pets? Do we want to make sure that you're allowed to have 2 animals, 2 dogs? Do you have a big dog, or is an 18-inch at the shoulders going to be good enough for you? These are the key things that when trying to do the search yourself, just through either realtor.ca or looking on REW, it's really hard to figure these things out at the consumer level. And that's where working with a realtor is going to help you save your time, search for the right types of property, and help you figure out what search you should be looking for. All right, so now we figured out that you want a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo, and we know that you would prefer something built after 1995 and you're looking in the Abbotsford market. You've already talked to your mortgage broker, you know you have $450,000 to spend. Here's one of the best parts. I'm going to set up an automated search for you that's going to pull all available places. Anyone can do that. But the next cool part is we're going to set up a search that tells you every time a brand new listing hits that fits your search parameters. So anytime a 2-bed, 2-bath, built after 1995 pops up that allows pets, it's going to send you an email notification with that listing information right away. Now you're not going to miss out on listings. You're going to know you're going to have up to the second updates on when these things hit the market just as fast as I will. We both receive it, and now we can set a time to go have a look. Now, what you're going to find is as you go and look at places, what you initially thought was going to be important or a must-have, that might change. A lot of times you're going to need to see 6, 8, 10 places before you really actually hone in on what it is you're looking for. Now, once we've determined, okay, here are the must-haves: 2-bed, 2-bath, built after 1995, must allow for 2 pets, 2 parking stalls, both underground, and a maintenance fee or a strata fee under $400, now we can really get your search going. Now we're going to be able to go in, have a look around at what's available. I'm going to be able to work in my networks to find what's coming, and you're going to be able to go to open houses, and we're going to find your right place. Okay, so now we found your right place. You've decided this is the one. You've fallen in love with it, and you know this is the one you need to have. The next step is we're going to write an offer. Now we're going to take into a lot of things in account. We're going to take into account how much of a deposit do you have? When do you want to purchase it and move in? How many other people are offering on this place? What did your mortgage broker say about whether this would be a good fit or not? Does this building have good strata rules that fit what you're looking for? Has this building had an engineering report done or a depreciation report done in the last 5 years? These are all things that I'm going to help you find. The reason is it's going to be overwhelming for you to look for it, and you don't know what's good and what's bad. All you know is that you love the layout. You can picture yourself living there and having your friends over on a Friday night for poker night or for girls' night or whatever it is, and this place is the right fit for you. My job is to make sure that it is the right fit from a financial standpoint, working with your broker, as well as from a good fit from an investment standpoint. So we're going to review all of your strata documents and make sure that they're a good fit. I'm going to guide you through making sure that you work with the proper professionals. For example, with strata docs, you probably should have an accountant look over them. You should have a lawyer review the strata docs and make sure that everything looks good if there's any litigation or rules changing. All right, so now we know we're going to write a full price offer. It's listed at $449. You were pre-approved for $450, and we are going to go and put this offer forward. And lo and behold, your offer is accepted. Now what? Now the next step is going to be the subject removal process. And in that process, we're going to work together to make sure that this is the right purchase for you. Usually we're going to have some sort of subjects along the lines of subject to finance, subject to inspection, subject to review of the strata documents, and this all gives you a chance to review it. Now, you don't have to memorize any of this. These are things that I'll walk you through as the process goes along. But you're going to review everything with lawyers, with your accountant if you have one. You're going to have the title looked at. You're going to have a chance to send it to your insurance broker. Even if you don't have one, we can refer, of course, and make sure that this is an insurable property and it's a sound investment. You might not look at it as an investment, but it's a lot of money. It's one of your biggest purchases that you're going to make, and it's the first big one you're likely going to make. So we want to make sure that you're well represented and protected. Once we review all documents, review the whole situation, and you feel confident that you can remove your subjects, your mortgage broker has said this will get approved, you will get financing, then we remove your subjects and you put down your deposit, and now this place is considered sold firm. This home is essentially yours contractually, and now you just have to wait for the completion and possession date. Once completion and possession date come along, you'll sit down with your lawyer about a week ahead of time, and you're going to go through all of the documents with them. They're going to go through the purchasing, through the title. They're going to have you sign off, and after that, in the next couple of days, the property will be yours. This is when you're going to get so you're going to complete, which means you own it, and then you're going to go into possession, which is when it is actually yours to move in. We're going to schedule your first moving day, when you're going to get your keys, how you're going to get access, your parking stalls, any of the negotiated inclusions. We'll make sure that's all taken care of. Of course, we're going to have a wonderful possession day gift for you to welcome you to your brand new home and make sure that the whole transition is a great fit. So it sounds like a lot, and we reviewed it really quickly, but really it's a process that we do all of the time through all of our transactions. And the whole point is that you need to work with someone that will represent you through this process. They'll make sure that when you don't understand some of the process, or you're not totally sure where you would go to get some of the documents that your mortgage broker needs or that your insurance broker needs, that's my job. That is our job as realtors, is to help liaise or facilitate the purchase process. From where to get started to when is move-in day, that is our job. If you want to learn more about working with Nash Real Estate, we would love to show you around. Give us a call, 604-866-0542. Obviously, you can message us here or check out our Instagram and Facebook and get a sense of how we do business and if we'd be a great fit for you. If we'd be a great fit, reach out. We would love to work with you.